Hi Virgo, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. This will be from the 6th of March to the 13th of March. And I have to say, Virgo, every single one of your cards are a major arcana, and I have never had a reading in my life where every card's been a major arcana, but you've got one. Huge week, potentially. When the major arcana are about our soul's journey, okay, how we evolve, how we learn. They also represent these really big meetings, these karmic meetings that change the direction of our lives, okay? You know, these coincidences, serendipity. Huge reading, okay? So you're going to have to bear with me and be patient, Virgo, because this will not be the easiest reading to do in 15 minutes, okay? Now, for some reason, your week is connected with your tribe, because that's your additional guidance card, okay? This can mean group, family, work, I don't know, culture, something you identify with, which is more than you alone, okay? And you've got the Sun card, so there's definitely a sense of being connected with the group this week, Virgo, okay? At the bottom of the deck, you've got the beautiful Strength card, so I just love this card. This is you walking side by side with that which used to control you or dominate you. Because it's Virgo, because you're Virgo, which I tend to assume can be a sense of low self-esteem, a sense of you tend to push down on yourself an awful lot and be incredibly harsh to yourself. A lot of Virgos I know. And walking hand in hand with Strength card, I'm really hoping that you start to overcome that need to push your beautiful spirit down, Virgo, and to stand and shine. So I feel quite, I'm feeling quite I think this is going to be quite an emotional reading. I've got quite a lot of Virgo friends and private clients, and I so want your happiness, guys. Your crowning card is the beautiful, beautiful Fool, which represents, it's like a blank slate. That's what I'm seeing in front of me. I've never had 10 card major arcana. I've said that twice. It's like there's a blank slate going on in your life, and you alone can put into it what you want to create. It's like there's a new beginning. There's not a need to push down on yourself, to be cruel to yourself. It's a sort of sense of beautiful and very gentle liberation, basically, Virgo. And I have got no other words for it, guys. Okay, I love doing soul readings. I do them quite a lot in my private practice, and they're incredibly deep. So, where to begin? At the beginning. You start the week with the Lovers card, paired with the World. So, wow. I mean, the Lovers card is either going to be about a relationship that's having a huge impact on you. You've got no Court cards, obviously, because they're all major arcana. So, I can't be specific. Or it's going to be about a choice that needs to be made. Okay? And choose with your heart, Virgo. That is the lesson of the Lovers. Okay? To choose the way forward, not through what culture tells you to do or what you should do, but with what your heart tells you to do. And if you do it, basically the world's your oyster. That is the story of the Lovers card. He makes a choice based on his heart rather than what culture, and he becomes enlightened because he's freed himself, okay? And you've got the World card with it. And basically all the lessons of the major arcana have been learnt. You've learnt what needs to be learnt. You've got the world, basically. The world's your oyster. Something within you has been set free. That's also what the Fool's pointing to. And also about you walking hand in hand with the Lion. I told you this was going to be a huge reading, guys, okay? You then move on to the Sun. And that's what I mean about you not pressing down on yourself. Okay, don't keep yourself small. Rise up. Be the sun, this beautiful golden solar energy, okay? The sun just radiates for all, doesn't discriminate, doesn't discriminate, just gives its energy to everyone, okay? It's about joy, it's about happiness, a sense of lightness, a sense of fun. And if there was any questions, Virgo, it's a yes with the sun. The sun is always a yes card to any question. It's always a positive outcome. I have never seen it mean anything else, okay? Sometimes when the sun comes up, I just say forget about the reading. It's all going to be okay. You've got the sun card, and it's paired with the temperance card, which is when our minds and our hearts come into alignment. Again, a bit like the strength card, but much more emotionally based. What they say is about spiritualizing the emotions. So you're no longer controlled. You're no longer controlled by fear, and it's like there's a bigger energy coming into your life. So I just need a little minute to just reflect on what I'm seeing, because it's almost a metamorphosis taking place with these cards, okay? And what's so beautiful is it's all done through really gentle, loving energy. So it's not a metamorphosis of the Tower or the Death card, which I like, by the way. It's all very, temperance is the middle path. It's that real gentleness. And the sun's just about warmth and happiness. My. We then move on to the Moon and the Empress card. So both very feminine, very receptive energies. Both very different. The Moon represents the unknown. But what's so beautiful, because sometimes the Moon can be a bit of I really like the Moon, but it can be a bit icky, a bit. We're facing the unknown. We have quite a lot of uncertainty. It can bring up an awful lot of fear. It's the dark, basically. It's night between 2 days, okay? So we go from that beautiful sun and we move into the unknown when we don't know what's coming next, okay? And that's what brings up fear in people. It's the uncertainty. But what's so amazing is it's paired with the Empress. And the Empress is really grounded. She lives in her body. She is Mother Earth, basically. So she's pregnancy, childbirth, she's cooking. She's really about being earthed. So what an incredible combination of cards. Because you're no longer in fear. It's like you're trusting, you're centered, you're grounded, Virgo, you're in the moment. So do all these things that keep you happy. The beautiful things of cooking makes you happy. Cook, nurture yourself with warm baths. Very, very good money card. If there's any money issues going on, which is just about for everyone. It's prosperity. It's you reap what you sow. So sow thoughts of love, sow thoughts of abundance, because you'll reap them. The end of the week, you've got the Justice card paired with the Devil. So the Devil card's about imbalance. And this is a huge week. I have got no idea what's going on for you this week, Virgo. I do know a bit from private clients, okay? But this is a general reading, so I can't be specific, as you know, but the Devil card is about imbalance, okay? But it's also about freeing yourself. It can be either or. So the Devil card can represent you now seeing that which used to keep you trapped, okay? Which used to keep you going in this perpetual circle. So you can be becoming free of it, or you can just be in it, okay? And that's nothing to be embarrassed about. That's sort of, the Devil generally represents just wanting more, feeling a bit trapped and feeling a bit oppressed. But I'd be incredibly shocked if that's what it meant with the rest of this reading. I'm going to a very safe bet that some Virgos are coming to terms with some stuff that once used to control them, that which once took away their happiness, took away their joy, kept them trapped in a really small set of circumstances. And that's what I'm getting, because it's paired with the Justice. And they say the Justice card is blind, which means you can't really see what that devil means, okay? And we can, I've already said that, I can't see it, okay? The Justice card and the Devil can mean now, because the Justice card is about balance, and Virgo trying to bring balance to that state of unbalance which the Devil represents. Now I'm going to have to somehow try and generalize, try and bring this reading together. But what I'm getting essentially at the core of the reading is you rising up. I've got a sense of your spirit, your energy rising up, and this beautiful full liberation happening for you, okay? For some Virgos, it could be a really significant relationship, or there's choices that have to be made. And I've told you, to get to the world, you make the choice based on your heart. Not what anyone else has told you how to be, but who you are, okay? That's how, that's the story of the Major Arcana, okay? You then move on to that beautiful sun energy, where you just feel optimistic, full of life, full of happiness. And there's that radical emotional change, but it's very gentle. It's like your emotions are no longer controlling you. What they say is, they call it spiritualizing your emotions. So you just feel more connected with everyone rather than living in this little bubble of separation and pain, okay? You then move on to this very beautiful, grounded Empress energy. Really good to do affirmations, particularly if you need to do around love, around needing some money, needing something. The Empress is affirmations. You reap what you sow with the Empress. So just keep reaping really positive, beautiful affirmations. And with the Moon too, great, lovely combination of cards here. Very receptive to whatever thoughts you implant, Virgo. So be very careful. And at the end of the week, I think there's harmony been brought to a situation that was once really out of balance for some Virgos. Some Virgos could just be a bit lost in the energy of the Devil. And that's nothing to be ashamed about, because we all are to a certain extent. Different things for different people. And oh my gosh, what a reading. I don't know what to say, guys. Please let me know if this, what happens during your week. Allow it to happen. Don't block it. There's nothing destructive. It's all beautiful, all gentle, and all totally on your side, Virgo. Okay? I'll speak to you later, and I hope this helped. Okay? Bye.